Hello, writers. I'm Solly, and like you, I've tried probably every AI-assisted writing program out there. Sudowrite, Novelcrafter, NovelAI, ChatGPT, Claude Sonnet, and a handful of others. And I kept hitting the same wall in every one of them. This is Pendraic, and this is what I built to get past that wall. Pendraic starts here in the bookshelf. Every book you're working on, every series, every world, every universe, every saga, everything that you're working on, all here, all in one place. You pick the project, pick a world the book belongs to, if applicable, then you open the book, and the editor quickly becomes whatever you want. From a basic full-featured text editor to a full-fledged AI operations center with all the dials, levers, knobs, everything you could ever want, full control. Every book in Pendraic is built on the same 8 surfaces. Promises. What is that central theme that the story is for? The premise, the question the book answers. When the reader opens the book and reads the first paragraph, first sentence, the title, in some cases, what promise is being made to the engine is the basic story structure, the framework. Is it going to be a 3-act structure, a 5, 7, 24 chapter? Will it be a save the cat, a hero's journey, etc.? All of that goes into your engine. Nexus, that's the central question or conflict the story hinges on. What is the tension under every scene? What does it all build towards? Dynamics, that's your beat map, whether that is a series level beat, a specific book level beat, act beats, chapter beats, down to scene beats to develop the prose. Registry is broken up in your indexes. Story index, containing all of the specific stories, series, entries for characters, locations, objects, lore. You can create an index entry for anything you want. Then your world index. The world index is where the world domains live. Geography, geology, economy, religion, a magic system. Everything that you would want to create if you're creating your own world lives in the world index and the subsequent domains. Anchors, the voice you're writing in, the point of view, tense, any prose style commitments that you've made. Your iterations, review and refinement passes, continuity checks, voice passes, polish and humanize passes. Any pass over the manuscript after you've created the rough draft falls in the iterations. Finally, closure, setups and payoffs. Every open thread has been closed. If it's not closed, there's a reason for it not being closed. Perhaps you're in book 1 and that thread doesn't close till book 7. Details and anything that has been placed and opened and hasn't been resolved or is still owed to the reader. It is a lot to go over in those 8 layers, and I will be doing future videos more in depth on each one of them with examples, use cases, and scenarios. And back to the index. With the registry, we've got the story index. Whatever you're writing, the book pulls up what you need. The story index will be surfaced in the text editor. You can change the colors, the visibility of everything. Any characters who are on stage are pulled up and identified automatically. Anyone that's present there, any locations or world index entries within it will be identified. Everything will be put in there, and the rules that need to be applied will be associated to those index entries. You don't have to attach any of it. You don't have to remember any of it. When you want AI assistance or orchestration, it goes through here. Quick actions in the editor. The model sees the scene, cast, voice, the plan, and numerous other components injected into the prompt. And the results show up in a diff. You have a rough draft, polished. You can accept or reject either one. You can retry. The history of what you've done is stored in your activity. You can go back and review. Maybe you made a change and you don't like it anymore. You can revert that change. Also, quick actions above highlighted passages. Do up to 15 of them in here. Create your own prompts. Use the pre-canned library of prompts. Right now, it's launching with 60 of them. We'll run another video to dive into specifically prompts and writing prompts and effective prompting. The other option is Penny. Penny is the chatbot persona for Pendraic. She can be opened up from anywhere in the application, from the dashboard, within a manuscript, in a world builder, in the editorial workbench. Give Penny a command conversationally, explicit or implied. Penny will catch your drift and get right to work. When using AI, Pendraic doesn't lock you into any specific model. We accept API keys from all the main providers, from OpenRouter, OpenAI, Google AI, Anthropic. You can bring an API key from those providers. We also make it easy if you don't want to go get an API key or you don't know how to do any of that stuff. We have a managed AI option where you can just top up credits and use the Pendraic managed API. as your primary. You can set up failovers, providers, models, so if one is experiencing an outage or you run out of credits with a provider in a mid-project, it will automatically fail over down your chain to continue that workflow with no interruptions. Pendraic is built for writers like me, long-form writers, novelists, series writers, anyone working on a book big enough that holding the whole thing in your head stops working. But it's also for anyone with a basic idea or a drive to tell a story, somebody that simply needs some assistance along the way, or maybe you don't know the processes involved and want to be more of a project manager or an AI director, or you just want to let it rip and see what can happen. This is the first video in the channel, and I will be pushing out lots of new content regularly. All of the content will walk through specific use cases, engine functions, basic writing techniques, how to start a book, how to leverage Penny in your workflow, how to use the world editor, the manuscript editor, the editorial workbench, how to get the best out of the AI without losing your vision, your voice, how to edit, export, and self-publish your work, and everything in between. If there's something you want me to cover sooner, the Pendraic Discord is the fastest way to reach me, and my email is also available on the Pendraic website. I am a solo developer, and I am trying to build this while actively using this. My goal is to help more writers actually finish the books that they've been carrying around their heads, like me, for many years, and embrace the power of AI-assisted writing and content creation. I really appreciate you watching, and I'll see you in the next one.